You are Locked On Auburn, your daily podcast on the Auburn Tigers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, welcome on into Locked On Auburn, your special weekly Auburn basketball edition. I'm your host, Zac Blackerby. Thank you for making Locked On Auburn your first listen every single day. And today, as this goes up every Monday at 6 o'clock Central Time, perhaps this is your second, third, or fourth listen, or maybe you're catching it Tuesday morning before Charlie Tuesday comes on. Whatever, it's great to have you, whether you're on YouTube or the podcast feed. Congrats to the Auburn Tigers getting things done against Southern Indiana in their exhibition game this past Friday, where they won 68-54. Slow start. We'll talk about that slow start and strong finish with Zep Jasper, Auburn point guard and shooting guard. In just a few moments, wanted to talk about a few of the observations from that exhibition game that kind of stood out to me. Obviously, the slow start, but they got out of it. I think defense really kept them in this game. I mean, a final being that low, it either means really sloppy offense or really good defense. And guys that stepped up defensively, whether it was guys like Zep Jasper or Katie Johnson, Dylan Cardwell, this is a team that's really going to value defense. And I think that's something that should get folks excited as we kind of get to learn more and more about this new team over the next few weeks. Jalen Williams looks very, very lean. He looks very, very quick, looks much more athletic. And not to say that he wasn't athletic a year ago, just physically, he looks in great shape. And once again, I don't mean to say that he wasn't in great shape a year ago. It's just that's what it comes across to me as. You can tell he's been working out and putting the effort in. I thought the offense looked better when Zep was at point guard. No disrespect to Wendell Green or Katie Johnson. I just think that guard rotation is going to be fun to watch between the three of them. Wendell Green, Zep Jasper, and Katie Johnson. And I think once the chemistry gets down between those three guys, I think we're already seeing it. The fact that, none of those guys have played at Auburn before until this past Friday, that's something to be excited about because there's so much potential there. But I love seeing the offense move through Zep. He started at the 2. Curious to see what that looks like when Alan Flanagan comes back. But Zep needs to be on the court as much as possible. Chris Moore, he's going to be more of a factor than I thought. He was an early sub. I think he was actually one of the first subs in after the starting five started to get pulled out a little bit. So Chris Moore, physically imposing, a guy that's going to value physicality and defense. Once again, this is going to be a very physical, big, large, and in charge team. I already mentioned Dylan Cardwell, and I'll talk about that more with Zep later, but Dylan Cardwell really, really impressed me. His defense. He's not just this great personality and this guy that we've all learned to love. He's a stud. He's a stud, and he's a really, really good basketball player. And he's a guy that's just gotten better every single year that he's been on the Plains. And I think that's just kind of another testament of what you get when you choose to play basketball at the next level under Bruce Pearl in this Auburn program. So props to Dylan Cardwell. He looked great. Very, very aggressive. Was awesome around the rim. Cambridge looked great. He shot really well from the perimeter, and we all kind of know that he's been a streaky shooter. If he can become just a little bit more consistent on the outside, he could be a really, really solid player in the SEC when it's all said and done. I already talked about the guard rotation. Jabari Smith, the quietest double-double that I can remember ever seeing. He quietly went, I think it was 11 for 11. I should have written that down, but that's something that I think that's something that's going to get a lot of people fired up. Especially once he turns it on. So absolutely loved that. Tomorrow, Tuesday night, the Tigers take on Morehead State, 7 o'clock at Auburn Arena. And then, of course, Friday, they take on ULM. And Zep will go more in detail about this Morehead State team, a tournament team from a year ago. Before we jump into our conversation with Zep Jasper, this show brought to you by our friends at Prize Picks. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy. I highly encourage you to go to prizepicks.com or just search Prize Picks in your phone's app store. It's a really, really fun game. It's a really, really fun experience. Their app is super easy to use. I love the interface of it all, but whether it's college football, college basketball, now that that's a thing and back, thank goodness, professional football, NBA, excuse me, Major League Baseball, that's gone now, but it'll be back in 2 weeks. But check out Prize Picks today. And when you use the promo code Locked On, you'll get an instant deposit match of up to $100. So you got to love that. Don't hesitate. Check out prizepicks.com today. And joining us now here on Locked On Auburn, Auburn guard Zep Jasper. Zep, you got a chance to play at home in front of fans in Auburn Arena. You had a great game. You were pumping up the crowd. That had to be a fun one for you.
Oh yeah, it was a very exciting game. With that being my first game, with the crowd in the years and change, and with me getting going, seeing the crowd, pumping the crowd up, the intensity ramped up for me, and it ramped up for the team. As you see, when me and Katie Johnson are in the game at the same time, we get the defense rocking. We get the crowd rocking. It's like two wild animals out there on the court playing defense. My intensity go up from 0 to 100 within 1 minute. Like when he's on the court with me, I felt super good, being in white and orange and hitting the floor in Auburn Arena, seeing the fans. Like, it was just amazing to me to see people like in the crowd, because a year ago we didn't have nothing, and now we got something. Right. And now we got a chance to win a championship with the best fans in America.
So you and Katie, we talked about this a little bit a week ago. I mean, just the attention to defense that you two have. Is that something that the two of you guys talk about? Like, oh man, it's you and me, bro. We're gonna lock this thing down. Do y'all talk about that?
Oh yeah. Sometimes we say, we always in practice, and we always look at it and be like, man, we about to go crazy out there. we about to get loose out there. We playing around like, man, we about to press this team so hard, like they ain't gonna be able to get the ball up the court. They're gonna be so tired, they ain't even want to dribble the ball up the court. So, we always play around and joke and be like how tired we was on defense because we went so crazy. And he's a great teammate, and I feed off his energy and he feed off my energy.
I think it's good. No, I think that's great. And I mean, you talk about wearing them down. Southern Indiana, I mean, they were giving you guys a game until about 5 or 6 minutes left in the game, and I don't think they scored again. I could be wrong on that, but I mean, you guys outscored them by a massive margin in the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of that game. Is that what you attribute it to? Just kind of wearing them down over the course of those 40 minutes?
Well, I think of each team, we played this year. We got 11 great guys, 11 great guys that can all play. And we take no team for granted. We knew coming into the game that there'd be a well-executed team, a very coached team. We knew they had great players. No matter the division, no matter the level, we never took them for granted. We know they was going to come out and give us a run for our money. Like Coach say, he showed us before the game, Kentucky was playing Miles College. And he showed them, like, no matter what you rank, no matter what you got on your chest, each team's going to come out and play as tough as if they want to be. And I just think with 11 guys we got, we can wear teams out. A lot of teams have 6 or 7 guys that only hit the court. We got 11. We got strength in numbers. Like, we can go to the bench and come 5 strong. Sure. We're gonna soon as the first 5 get out, the second 5 gonna come even stronger. We got guys that on the bench that can start on any other college team. So that's what makes Auburn a team that you don't want to play, because we have 11 strength in numbers, and as soon as the 5 get out, we're gonna come. The second 5 might be better than the first 5 with our team.
Well, a member of that second 5 group, Dylan Cardwell. I mean, he blew me away with his defense, and obviously Auburn fans have got to know Dylan pretty well. I mean, his personality is incredible. I mean, he is a fun guy to be around, and obviously in the home football games, he's taking his shirt off on the Jumbotron and getting the crowd into and all that good stuff, which is fun. But his defense Friday night blew me away.
Man, his defense made my mind go crazy. He made me go crazy, because Dylan, as we know, we see him on the Jumbotron. He's a nice dude. He's a great dude. But once he get on the court, Dylan is one of the players you want to play with. Like, he brings energy, toughness, go get rebounds, make sure he's always doing the right thing. He's like one of those Draymond Greens like type of player. As you see him in the game, blocking shots, double blocking, running hard on defense, guarding point guards, shooting guards, 1 through 5. Like, I got to get my hats off to Dylan. Like, he was the X factor in that game. Like, nobody gave him credit, but Dylan was the X factor. Like, he came out ready to play.
Sure.
He was that dude that game. Like, I promise.
No, he was great. Yeah, he was fun to watch. He impressed me a ton. I thought that was a good thing to see. Zep, a slow start, but once you guys got on the board, you scored the first points of the exhibition game. That's always got to be a cool feeling to score the first points of the, I know it's not technically the season, but it kind of felt like it, right?
Oh yeah. Well, scoring the first 2 points. With me never playing in Auburn Arena, first game here, it felt good just to see the ball go through the basket here.
Yeah.
Because that memory will last for me forever. Just being able to put my jersey on, seeing number 12 in front of the crowd, first time seeing the fans, it's just heartwarming, and it just makes you want to play harder. Like I'm grateful for that. And each game I'm gonna come out hard, play with toughness, and get the fans what they came to watch. Because I know what I came here for. I came here for a national championship. Mm-hmm. And all 11 players and walk-ons, we here to win. We want one goal: win SEC championship, right, win national championship. That's our only goal. We're not settling for no less.
Zep, you mentioned your number 12. Is there a reason why you picked that number and wear that number, or is it just kind of the one that you ended up with?
Back in the day, my mentor, a dude who I looked up to, wore number 12. His name is Rod Hall. He's from Augusta. He played ball at Clemson University. Okay. But his friend died, Darnell Brown. He was number 12 too, and he was a great player. And I actually used to watch Darnell Brown when I was a kid. And him and Rod Hall was real close friends. And ever since then, me and Rod Hall, we wore number 12, dedicated to Darnell Brown. And, ever since this day, I wear number 12 no matter where I go.
That's cool. That's a cool story, man. All right, so y'all's quest for achieving these goals, win the SEC, win the Natty, like you said, it starts tomorrow night, starts Tuesday night against Morehead State, 7:00 tip at Auburn Arena. What do we know about this Morehead State team?
Oh, this Morehead State team, they're gonna come. They're gonna come to play. As we all know, they made the NCAA tournament last year. Mm-hmm. Played West Virginia in the tournament. Should be a game on the internet or whatsoever, but as we know, it was a great game last year. They got good guards, good big men. They were very well coached. They just know they P's and Q's on what to do in the game and what not to do. So with them being older and us being a little younger, we got to make sure we come out fast. We can't come out slow. We got to, like I said, we got 11 people. They play seven people. We got to make sure all 11 come ready to play, especially the first 5 who start the game. We got to come out strong, pounding. We got to let them know we come to play. We're in Auburn Arena. This first game, this counts.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, is there is the feeling there now? I mean, did the exhibition game kind of set the tone for where you guys need to be? I imagine there's a lot to look at Friday night where y'all are like, yeah, not really happy with how that went. I mean, are y'all in the season mode now that that's behind you?
Oh yeah, we definitely in the season mode. That was our first, like I said, that was our first game. Mm-hmm. You always gonna have those struggles of first and second games, but we kind of felt comfortable with that because it's an exhibition game. You don't want to come out first game and do the same thing we did exhibition game. We're gonna strengthen up and come out harder our first real game. But I felt like it was a real game. We took it like a real game, and we're just excited to play against different people instead of our teammates.
Sure, absolutely. Zep, you had a cool announcement that you posted on social media Saturday. Tell us about that.
Well, I got an NFT that just came out. It's on auction for like a week or two. Cool. And I actually dropped some clothes with my NFT. I want all the Auburn fans to go check it out. It's on my Instagram, my Twitter, and I got a link. It's some great clothes. I want to see a lot of fans in Auburn Arena rocking those shirts. And I got a Honey Badger collection coming out pretty soon for the fans. And I'm just waiting to play like 5 or 6 games, and I want to see a lot of fans in the Honey Badger collection, and a lot of people, going to get the NFT collection because, as we know, like I said, I came here for one thing: national championship. I don't care what I score, what I do, how many steals I get. I came here to win a national championship, and I think we got a high chance to win a national championship. I keep saying it because I feel great about this team.
No, I do too. I do too, Zep.
Got a lot of potential.
But yeah, be sure to check out the link. I followed the link on your Instagram bio. And yeah, I ordered a shirt Saturday night, so I'll be repping it to some of the games that I go to this year, man, supporting you. I can't wait to do that. As far as the other game coming up this week, do you guys ever, I mean, will you guys look at ULM, which you play Friday night at Auburn Arena? Will y'all look at anything that they do, or will you wait till Wednesday after Moorhead to do that?
Good question. Good question. I think we're gonna take this game, look at this film. Like I said, we've been watching film for the past 2 days. On Moorhead State, tons of film because, like I said, they're a great team.
Sure,
they're gonna come out ready to play. They older, so I expect them to be well coached. I expect them to make sure they do everything right. Like no matter what conference they're in, they're a good team. They're a good ball club. But I think Wednesday practice, we're gonna get into Monroe film and check those guys out.
Zep, we had a few questions in the Locked On Auburn Discord. One is from Wonder Beer. He asked, "What's your favorite pregame or night before meal?"
That's a great one. That's a great one. Oh, my favorite. A lot of people don't know this, but my favorite. I got two of them, but my favorite would be pizza and pasta. Pizza and pasta.
Carb up.
They're my best two. I love pizza. I ain't gonna lie. I eat pizza all day. And the reason why I like pasta is light and you can eat it. And it's just noodles it's noodles and shrimp and chicken. So it's so easy to eat. And I just like it. I enjoy it.
What do you put on your pizza, Zep? Does pineapple belong on there?
Nah, I've been saying that a lot. I don't do the pineapples. I eat regular pineapples, but if I'm hungry, I guess I'll take the pineapples on the pizza. I'm not gonna lie. I eat them on a pizza. But other than that, I do like pepperoni, Supreme. I like Supreme pizza. That Pizza Hut Supreme.
Sure.
Sure. I might get that today.
Our friends at Baumhauer's, they've got a coal-fired pizza as well, and they've got the best pizza in town too. So be sure to check them out. And Zep, I know you eat there a ton, much like we do.
Tonight, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get them the Bang Bang shrimp. I got to get the Bang Bang shrimp.
It's good. It's good. Zep, Zach asks, different Zach, not me. What should we expect from the 3-point shot this year?
From the team?
Yeah, I think it was from the team. Yeah.
As we know, last year that 3-point shooting wasn't that good, but I feel like we have guys that can distribute the ball more than last year. They had Sharif, and he really was the only true point guard last year. Right. But this year we got a lot of guards that can create for others. So I think the 3-point shot should be better than last year. I think we should be a 35 to 40 3-point shooting team because I think we got a lot of great shooters. We got Wendell Green, great 3-point shooter. Katie Johnson, great 3-point shooter. Devin Cambridge, 3-point shooter.
He had a great game Friday.
Oh yeah, great game. Alan Flanagan, great 3-point shooter. Me, great 3-point shooter. Walker Kessler, great 3-point shooter. Jay Will, great 3-point shooter. And the list keep going on. Jabari Smith, great 3-point shooter. And like I say, we got a great team with great shooters, and I think we'll be prepared to shoot a lot of threes this year.
Jabari had the most quiet double-double I've ever seen Friday night. It's like, you could tell he's still adjusting, and I'm sure he didn't have the night shooting that he wanted, but you look at the stats at the end of it, it's like, wow, he had a double-double. How about that?
It's crazy. It's crazy because, like you said, he's still adjusting, and he came out with a double-double, and you would never know he had a double-double from that game. It was a quiet double-double, but, he started, bringing the energy on the second half. He started getting comfortable and adjusted. Second half was more of him. Like, I think he's going to show people why he's one of the best freshmen in the country. Not even just one of the best freshmen in the country, one of the best players in the country. I think he's one of the best. He got a high ceiling.
Sure.
He still got things to improve on, but like I said, he's one of the best players in the country. No matter what class, I know for sure he's going to be one of the best players, and he's going to help us win a national championship.
Absolutely. Zep, you got anything else going on with partnerships or anything that you want to promote real quick?
Not right now. I don't have anything on partnership right now. Like I said, I just want to give a shout out to Locked On Auburn for giving me a chance. I appreciate you. Like I always tell you, I'm grateful, man. I appreciate this a lot. And
No, this is great. I'm glad we're doing this every week, brother.
No doubt. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Well, hey, best of luck in the game tomorrow night and Friday night. We'll talk again next week.
All right.
That's Zep Jasper joining us. Thank you so much. Yeah, normally we're joined now by Coach Pruitt, but during the time where I'm recording this, he is scouting Moorhead. And I'm like, that is much more important. So, yeah, I totally understand him going to do that. So we'll catch up with him hopefully later in the week. This was all brought to you by our friends at Built Bar, the best tasting protein bar on the planet. If you had not tried a Built Bar yet, you are missing out. They're all covered 100% in real, delicious, pure, milky chocolate. And also, they taste and look just like a candy bar. But they're good for you. High in protein, low in calories, low in sugar. They're great. Head to Built.com. Use promo code LOCKED15 to get 15% off your order. Use promo code LOCKED15 for 15% off at Built.com. Thank you for Zep for joining us each and every week. Means a ton. Thank you for you joining us each and every week, whether it's on YouTube or the Locked On Auburn podcast feed, wherever you get your podcasts. We're doing this every Monday for the rest of the Auburn basketball season. So glad that it's here. And yeah, we'll see you either tomorrow on Charlie Tuesday on the Locked On Auburn podcast feed or next week, Monday at 6 o'clock, right here on the Auburn Basketball Weekly Locked On Auburn show. You can follow me on Twitter at Zac Blackerby, the show on Twitter at Locked On Auburn, and on Instagram at Auburn Podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button. Please like the video, leave a comment. Would love to interact and hear more with what you guys want this upcoming basketball season. We'll see you later right here on Locked On Auburn.